Something crucial is happening everywhere, and in the age of communication revolution, people are eager to know. Their hunger for the news has been growing by the day. Crime, corruption, political backlashes, and anything which grabs the reader automatically becomes the top choice for space in the news arena. In the time of sensationalism, hardcore news sometimes gets ignored. In such a pressing time, no one seems to be impressing anyone. Danik Savera is the ray of hope on the horizon of news industry. The only newspaper which is not predictable, as journalism to serve the interest of the nation is the guiding force. Danik Savera is rightly termed as moving from darkness to light. Danik Savera, the Hindi daily, is aptly called the news magnet. It pulls the news in wherever it happens via its strong army of reporters located in the entire coverage zones. The active force of qualified and experienced reporters keep roaming for the smell of the news and are the first to reach the site of reporting. It's this point where our reporter collects and sends the news over to the news desk in the office of the daily. News should not be like a definition of a law book. Rather, it should be formed with the words and thoughts of a common man. Hopping on the most easy and understandable text are the copywriters who dress up the news in its most lucrative and comprehensible form. It's important to give the news its due space on the page. Equally important is typesetting, pictorial inserts if any, highlighting of the thrust pointers. This is what drives the page setting team to endeavor while doing the needful. The newsprint, before it's finalized for bulk print, gets a scrutinizing look of the owner, Mr. Sheetal himself. He ensures that no news gets published without him checking it for authenticity and correctness to avoid the erroneous outcomes. The Hindi daily, Danik Savera, is virtually a rainbow of pages consisting of various spices of our lives. The national, international, local, sports, business, editorial, lifestyle, religion and entertainment are the true colors of the newspaper. The wholesome blend of news is served with delightful pictures and illustrations. The editorial page is governed by the top-notch journalists who pen down their views on the news, and also the delectable columns encompassing the vivid aspects of our lives. The chirpiness of words are entangled with the sturdy surface of hardcore content to give its readers the fun and flow of digesting the whole of it.
Since I have started reading Danik Savera, the experience is simply awesome. Its designing and font size is very different and it's very convenient for reading. Not only that, I find the news genuine and unbiased.
Danik Savera has over the years been accepted by its readers, and it's growing like anything. The readers across the states like Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Uttaranchal and Delhi eagerly wait for the hawker to serve the hot edition every morning. Danik Savera is published in various editions like Jalandhar, Amritsar, Ludhiana, Chandigarh, Kapurthala, Mansa, Moga, Barnala, Bhatinda, Firozpur, Fatehgarh Sahib, Faridkot, Gurdaspur, Hoshiarpur and Patiala. We also publish a magazine, Glamour, twice a week. It's a full dose of entertainment news covering films, celebrities, Bollywood, etc. The world of technology is evolving every day, and Danik Savera publication has embraced the very latest in all its operations. Blueprint is the lifeline of all the print publications, and how a production house handles this area specifies the finesse associated with its approach towards giving the readers the best. The newspaper blueprint in Danik Savera is sent to the machine room, where these blueprints are printed on a metal sheet. For every edition, a separate metal sheet is engaged. Once the blueprint is ready, the printing machines are set into action. The printing machine used for publishing is world-class, and it automatically picks its actions set by the printing team. Paper is set in the press, and after this, the metal sheet, as per its edition, is set on the press machine. The information, the news, The dramatic turns of events are almost ready to get inked on the blank paper of highest quality. Before the press starts jotting down the details, the technicians check for the ultimate checks for quality, essentially the levels and quality of ink to be deployed on the most significant part of the printing. After getting a green signal from all the relevant departments, technicians and supervisors, the press operator starts the press machine from the high-tech console panel. 4x4 printing starts at an incredible speed of 65,000 copies of newspaper an hour. The newspaper output is bundled automatically by the latest machine, which has the latest feature of getting the bunch ready with correct paging and details. At this stage, a final inspection is done for any mistake either in content, page setting or ink levels, etc. The final bundle of the newspapers in sharp color and vivid style comes out of the press, done automatically. The folded newspaper then moves to the bundling section automatically, where it is made in the bundles of 100, 200, 300, etc. as per the requirement. All the process done at this stage is fully automatic and meets the world standards of the industry. It's packed as per the area requirements. The packing is done keeping in mind the weather and other local needs. Bundles are packaged for delivery before they embark on the journey in the early hours of the morning to reach their distribution points through delivery vans. The challenge of making a newspaper the latest to the last minute, minimizing the gaps between the print and delivery are critical. The network of its distributors and hawkers takes diligent pains to ensure that the crisp and colorful copy of Danik Savera reaches its readers daily without fail. The final touch of the newspaper is nice, as its paper is of premium quality which is imported from Spain. The care for environment is reflected in all its operations, especially the selection of ink. The ink used in the printing of Danik Savera is basically high-quality vegetable oil ink, which has zero detrimental impact on the nature. The font of the newspaper is kept large for better legibility. The newspaper contents are seldom reported to carry misprints, etc. due to foolproof proofreading of the contents being published. We have a strong marketing team dedicated to the goal of making the reach of the newspaper wider each day. It's their goal-oriented approach due to which the newspaper has become the necessity of its readers and is growing day by day. The circulation of the newspaper, in contrast to previous years, has also touched a record high. This has prompted the advertisers to choose us over others.
I wanted to give a boost to my business, so I decided to publish advertisement in Danik Savera. It gave an immediate push to the sales chart of my company. I could reach a large number of target audience. Now I regularly publish ads in Danik Savera.
In the times of electronic media and internet, when news travels faster than electricity, newspapers have held their heads high. It's the mother of journalistic sensibilities. It's how the pen proves its might over the sword. Giving words the power of truth is an endeavor called Danik Savera. It doesn't forget its duty to inform and also entertain its readers. The flame is burning and it's lighting up the social change. Danik Savera, with a marching success, aims to keep the readers well informed so that a strong nation is developed. Danik Savera, अंधेरे से उजाले की ओर।